thought I would see you here.
Frank, what are you doing in the office by this late hour?
I should be the one asking you that question. What are you still doing here by this late hour, Sophie? Working?
I'm working, Frank. Why didn't you show up in the office today? What happened?
I have some things to sort out at home and it took up my whole day.
You kind of smell of alcohol, Frank. Have you been drinking?
I just had a few glasses with Edward. Don't worry, I'm not a heavy drinker.
Drinking isn't one of the things I fancy in a man. You should stop drinking.
Or else
I'll stop talking to you. No drinks, Frank.
I'm not going to stop drinking, Sophie. No, but I promise not to get drunk while drinking, so I don't make a mess of myself and embarrass you.
Embarrass me? Let's say embarrass yourself.
Sophie, ever since I've met you, my life hasn't been the same. You filled up my life with a lot of joy, happiness, and I love you, Sophie. I love you, and that's why I want to ask for your hand. I want you to marry me, please.
Frank, don't you think we're rushing stuff? I mean, are you sure of this?
I'm sure of this, Sophie. Like, I don't care about what people say about you. I don't care if they all see you as a rude lady, or if you are not even the daughter of Mrs. Potter. I don't care.
Frank, you don't even know me enough.
Sophie, what do you think I don't know about you? Is it the truth of your parents? Is that what you think I don't know about you?
What are you talking about, Frank?
Sophie, that's not of importance to me. All of that don't even matter to me. Please just say yes to my proposal.
Frank, what do you mean by truth on my parents?
I know the truth about your parents, Sophie, and I really don't care about it.
What truth are you referring to, Frank?
Sophie, oh my god, you didn't know.
Desert stars in the night sky.
Ma, we love ourselves, please. Just give us a chance to be together.
I've heard enough of your lies on love. Ariel, I don't even care if you love Edward. You are not good for him. You can never be good for him.
Ma, I am good for him. Ma, I know my parents are nobody.
I love the fact that you are sincere to admit that your parents are nobody. They are nobody, Ariel. I mean, they don't even have a family name. I did my investigation on your family, Ariel, and I realized that they were paupers, beggars.
My parents weren't beggars, Ma.
What do we call a servant with a lot of debt? Your father couldn't even boast of a penny of his own until he died. And what about your mother? She was no different from your father. And what about you, Ariel? I know you are trying to run away from your family's heritage by being with my son, right?
Ma, it's not true. My parents were hard workers who tried their best to give me a better life.
Of course, but I don't care about all of that, Ariel. I don't want to see you around my son again. You see, the only reason I came here is that I tell you one more time, because I promise you that there won't be a next time. I'm not a woman who gives light threats. Ask people about me.
Where is Mom, Isabel? Where is she?
Is everything alright, Sophie? What happened? Why are your eyes red?
Mom! Mom! Where are you?
What's wrong with Sophie? Sophie!
Where is Mom, Isabel? Where is she? She has got to come and clarify this information I just got. I can't believe this.
Sophie, stop crying. Tell me what happened, please. What happened at the office?
Isabel, who is my mother?
Why are you asking that question? You know Mom is your mother. Our mom is your mother. What happened?
No, I don't think so. I don't think Mommy is my mom. Frank came over to the office to propose to me, Isabel.
That sounds like good news, but what happened with all the statements on Mom not being your mom? I don't get it.
He was partly drunk, so he said something he probably shouldn't have said. He told me the truth. He told me Mom isn't my real mother.
What? But you can't possibly believe that. You are my sister. We are sisters.
Yes, I'm your sister. We are the Potter sister. But I don't think Frank is lying. He could never say such to me if it wasn't true. I need to talk to Mom.
I'm glad you came back, Elijah. I thought you weren't going to see me again.
I didn't want to come back, Diane, but I had to. I love you, Diane, and I really want us to work things out. I don't know how we are going to do this with Edward, but you can't marry him.
Elijah, I don't have any choice here. I have to think of my siblings. I can't be selfish here.
Your siblings will still survive without you.
All four of them? Hell no! Elijah, who will pay for their tuition fees? They're feeding. They're all living a good life thanks to the decision of my parents.
What about your happiness, Diane? We both know that you don't love Edward and you might never fall in love with him.
Elijah!
Don't you love me, Diane? Look me in the eyes and tell me that you don't love me, and I promise you that I will go and never to return.
Elijah, I love you. You know that Good evening, Ma.
Diana, and who is this?
Ma, this is a neighbor. He just came to greet me and we were just chatting on all the whole stuff that has been happening around.
It's late already, and it's not right for a young lady to be all alone in the presence of another man who is not a lover. I do not approve of this.
I'm very sorry, ma. I lost track of time while discussing. I'll take my leave now. Good night, Miss Diane.
Ma, I'm very sorry about that. I didn't know you were coming.
I don't like you keeping late nights with men, but it's okay to have friends. Soon you'll be married and living in the mansion with me.
Yes, Ma. How's everything at home?
Everything is fine. How are you and my son? I hope you two have been getting along lately.
We have, Ma. He has been most understanding these days. And we've been talking on the wedding, Ma. He seems excited about it all.
I see. Get me some water to drink, Diana. I'm thirsty.
I'll be right back, Ma.
I guess Edward didn't tell you about this all along. He must have been playing along with her to make sure none of us suspected a thing.
Why me? Why do my parents always have to hunt me down? I ran away from home to have a fresh start here, only for my past to keep catching up with me. Come in, the door is opened.
My darling Ariel, I come bearing good news.
I think you should leave, Edward. Please, I've had enough for one night.
Why are your eyes red, Ariel? Have you been crying, my love?
Don't call me your love. Just get out of my house, Edward. Please, just let me be.
What happened, Ariel? Talk to me, please. What happened?
Why are you asking me what happened?
Because I don't know why you are acting this way to me. At least let me know what I did wrong. Not that you will just send me off.
Your mother happened, Edward. She came over here calling me and my parents' names.
My mom came over here?
Yes, Edward. She found out about our plan to elope and she came to warn me to stay off you. And I think that's the best thing to do. I don't know what I was thinking. I was foolish to think that I have a future with you.
Ariel, stop saying stuff like this. You are not foolish to think like that. No.
I and Edward. I mean, who am I? I'm just Ariel from a family of nobody, but a family of beggars, as your mother rightly put it. And here I am thinking that I can get married to a handsome rich guy from a prominent family with a history of kings. I dreamt really big. Edward, please just leave already.
My mom can't stop our love, Ariel. Why can't you see this? Please don't push me away because of my mom. I love you and I'm willing to make things work out between us, please. We live tonight together.
Edward, please just go home. I'm sure your mom is waiting for you at home. Please leave. I just want to be by myself.
I'm sure there's a mistake somewhere, Sophie. Just stop crying already.
Is everything alright? And why have you been calling me over and over, Sophie?
Mom, is it true? Please tell me the truth. I beg of you.
What should you want to know, Sophie? And why have you been crying? Did something happen in the office?
Mom, are you my real mother?
What kind of question is that, Sophie? What?
Mommy, please, I want the truth. Please, Mom, tell me the truth. At least I deserve this.
Sophie, I'm your real mother. Who else would be your mother?
Mom, I'm asking one more time. Are you my real mother?
Why are you asking this question? What happened at the office?
I will ask Mrs. Oliver. I know she wouldn't lie to me or try to cover up.
Sophie, wait. I'll tell you the whole truth. You don't need to go anywhere. I didn't want you to ever find out about this, but I'm not your mother, Sophie. Melissa is.
Melissa? Who is Melissa, Mom? Your sister?
She was my chef, a very lovely lady who had been blessed and for cooking.
My mom was a servant.
Yes, she was a servant. She had gotten pregnant for your dad. He was from downtown and she thought he loved her. But your dad didn't love your mom. He left her after finding out she was pregnant.
What? And my dad is from downtown?
Yes, your mom as well. Your mom planned to abort you, but I told her not to do that. I was going to support her in taking care of you. But things turned out to be different on the day of your delivery. Your mom died. I had to take responsibility for you as my own, as I didn't have any child of my own yet. My husband and I agreed that no one could ever know about this except from Olivia's. They were our closest friend.
Mommy, I can't believe this. This can't be true. I can't be from downtown.
I didn't want you to find out about this, Sophie. I wasn't part of the plan. You are a potter to me, darling, and you will always be a potter.
No, Mom. No, I am. I can't believe this.
What about me, Mom? Who are my real parents?
You are my daughter, Isabella, and Sophie too is my daughter. I had never for once treated you differently, Sophie. I have loved you like my own and gave you everything you wanted.
But you're not my mother. All this while. I thought you were my mother. I thought I was from the estate.
All of these don't really matter.
Mommy, it matters to me. It has always mattered to me. I never knew. I never knew. I never knew.
Where are you? Mom? Mom? Mom?
Hello, son. Is everything okay? Why are you screaming out my name?
What did you do, Mom? How could you have gone over to our house?
I should be the one asking you why you did what you did, fooling me and Diana.
I didn't mean to fool you, Mom. You caused it. I told you I have someone else I love.
What do you know about love, son? I see you and Ariel have been fooling yourselves on how you love yourselves enough to want to run away.
Mom, I love Ariel and I'm going to be with her.
I'll be dead before that happens.
I've had enough of this, Mom. You can't threaten me this time around. I mean it. I'm standing my grounds on this, Mom.
I'm also standing my grounds that you'll marry no one but Diana.
I don't love Diane, Mom. Why can't you understand this? Why should I be with someone I don't love?
What are we going to do? I can't lose you, Diane.
I don't also want to lose you, Elijah, but I have to do this. At least for now, until I can find a way out of it. Edward told me he has a woman in his life whom he loves.
Then why is the whole marriage plans still going on? Didn't you tell him about me?
The marriage plans is still going on because his mother wouldn't listen to him. She wants to make sure that he fulfills his father's wish, I guess. I think so.
She seems like a hard woman, even from her physical outlook.
She's a sweet woman, Elijah. But all of this is not my fault or Edward's fault. We are both forced into this situation.
If only I had money, if only I was wealthy enough, I would pay back all the money the Edwards has spent on you and your family.
I wish I was never betrayed, Elijah.
I see you came back to join me here.
What are you doing here, Frank? I thought you had your fill already.
I need to drink more, Edward. I think I messed up tonight by running my mouth loose. I told Sophie about her mother.
What? You did what?
I didn't do it purposely. It just came out of my mouth while I was proposing. I was so dumb, or should I say drunk, when I went to meet her.
Shit, man, this is not good. I guess she didn't accept your proposal, or did she?
She didn't accept it. She didn't even want to listen to anything on the proposal. She was interested in knowing where I got the information from.
Man, this is not good for you. This is not good for you too right now. I'm sorry on this.
Yeah, man, so I'm here to whine and drink away my sorrows, as they say. But what about you, Edward? Why are you here?
Mom found out about everything, man. The visa, the missing funds. She knows it all.
I see. You're also in this shit like me.
Mine is worse, Frank. Mom went over to Ariel's place and she talked to her. Now Ariel doesn't want to do anything with me. She chased me out of her house.
Man, all this is also my mom's fault. I mean, she didn't want me marrying Sophie. She wants her son with a real Potter, Isabella Potter, not Sophie.
My mom too is at fault here, man. She wants me with Diane. I mean, Diane is a lovely lady. But man, I'm not sure I want to be with anyone but Ariel.
What are we going to do at this point, friend?
I'm not giving up on Ariel. I'm going to be with her. And I don't care about what my mom says. I will make plans again.
That is your mom, Melissa. You are a striking resemblance of her.
This was the chef from downtown. My mother.
Yes, she was really lovely woman. She knew her way around the kitchen and loved everyone.
What's her real name, Mom?
Melissa Downtown was her name.
Downtown? Why did she use downtown as a surname, Mom?
Our grandparents were part of those who were sent to downtown from the estate.
I'm from a lineage of paupers. Poverty.
Sophie, all of that doesn't define who you are as a person. You are a Potter, my daughter.
Sophie Downtown. Oh, this is why I talked down to people from downtown. I didn't know. Sophie Downtown.
You aren't that. You are Sophie Potter.
Morning and you're still sleeping. Coco.
Sophie Downtown. I can't believe I'm from downtown. For over 23 years of my life, I lived in a lie. I thought I was a Potter from a prominent family. I thought I was part of those who built the estate to what it is today. But now I know that I'm part of those who wanted to tear down the place. I look down on all of those from downtown. You downtowns know nothing but only how to steal, cheat, lie, look for opportunity to deceive people. You don't belong here. You should leave to downtown. I'm sure there is a place for you there. I can't believe this. I'm not a downtowner. No, no.
Sophie, please open the door. Please don't do this to yourself. I beg of you.
Mommy, just go away, please. Please.
Sophie, you are my daughter. You are a Potter. My own daughter, Sophie. That is what you have always been and will always be.
Mommy, I'm no different from those who came to steal opportunities from the estate. My mother was no different. I'm sure she calculated all of this so well. She got pregnant for me on purpose and dropped me here for you. Downtowners, cheats, liars, thieves. I'm not different from any of them.
You are none of that, Sophie. Baby, you are none of that. Sophie, you have not eaten since yesterday. I know you must be hungry. At least open the door so you can have some food and water to drink. Please, darling.
Sophie, down. Downtown.
All I'm wanting to look at. It's been many dawn.
Ariel, she's not at home. Where could she have possibly gone to? She's meant to be home this morning. Her number is switched off. What is all of this? Is she still mad over everything that happened yesterday? Ariel's number is still switched off.
Don't look for me, Edward. I am gone. Please move on with your life with Diane. I wish you a happy married life, Ariel.
What is the meaning of this? You've got to be kidding me. Why isn't she picking her calls? Why?
Son, what have you been screaming about? Did something happen?
Mom, did you have anything to do with Ariel's disappearance?
Oh, I see she's disappeared on you. Or should I say she packed her bags and ran away with the money you stole from the company? Oh, that was expected.
Mom, she didn't run away with any money from the company.
Return my money to the company and stop letting this lady make you do stores. You are not to do. Never has it been written that an Edward stole money from his company.
Mom, I don't care about all of this. Please, just let me be if you can't help me.
You've been really rude to me lately. Is this what Ariel taught you to do? To be rude and arrogant to your parents?
Mom, I don't know what you are talking about. I really don't know.
We will come back to this another time. Right now, I need to go and meet your guest in the living room.
I'm not expecting any guest. And please, Mom, if anyone asks of me, tell them I'm not home. I'm unavailable.
I will give you the minutes to get yourself out. Diana has been waiting for you for about 2 hours now, and I know you saw her when you returned.
Tell her to go home, Mom. Now is really a bad time for you to show up here, Diane.
You seem unhappy. What's wrong, Edward? I hope you know you can share with me.
I'm not looking for company. I'm fine.
Edward.
Diane, please just leave. Take yourself and leave here. I'm tired of trying to fake everything. Love, decay. I don't have any feelings towards you.
Edward, that's harsh. Why would you be raising your voice on me? Do you think I also want to be here? Trying to force myself on you every time, do you?
Since you don't want to be here, leave. Take your leave already.
I can't leave, Edward, because this is not about me. It's about my siblings' well-being. So it's either we both find a way to make this marriage work out.
I know it's about your siblings' well-being. I remember what you said to me. But right now, I'm not even in a good mood.
Tell me about it, Edward. I'm not trying to force you into anything here. I'm trying to be a friend to you, Edward. I think that's the least we should be.
Yesterday, I and her got into an argument thanks to my mom. And now I have no idea where she is. Seems like she ran away.
You are both still seeing yourselves?
Yes, we are. And we are planning on running away, Diane. I'm sorry, but I still love her. And I believe that I should be with someone I love.
I also believe in that. But at times, other things are more important than love, like family.
I expected you to say that since you are doing this for your family, there is no way you understand what love truly means.
I won't take offense. Well, I have a friend. He can help you find Ariel if she's in downtown. Just send me a picture.
Are you serious about helping me?
I am, but that's if you're willing to let me help you.
What is this place, Austin? Is this your apartment?
No, this is not my apartment. I brought us here so we could have a good time.
I hope you're not referring to sex, Austin, because that is not going to happen.
Why not, Isabel? We've been together for months now and you claim to love me. Or are all those stuffs lies?
Loving you isn't a lie, but I can't lie with a man I know nothing about.
That's trust. You've got to trust this man whose face is unseen.
I can't do this, Austin, unless you're willing to unveil your face for me to see.
I'll unveil my body. You see every part of me, but not my face, Isabel. That will ruin the whole love we've been trying to build.
I can't do this, Austin. I'm sorry.
I love you, Isabel, and that's why I'm suggesting that we do this to make our love stronger.
Our love can be made stronger when you stop hiding your identity from me.
I told you I'll unveil myself when I've won your heart totally. But now I can say I've not won your heart, Miss Potter.
You bring me to a cheap motel to sleep with me, Austin, not even to your house.
This motel cost me my money, Isabel. It's the best one I could afford.
I think I've gotten one piece of information from you. You're from a middle-class family. Cause if you call this the best one you can afford.
You might be wrong.
I have a lot going on right now at home. I can't stand all of this.
Isabel, wait. Shit, you messed this up, Austin. What was I thinking bringing her here?
You have barely touched your food, son. What's wrong?
I'm not hungry, Mom. I only came to the dining because you insisted on it.
So what troubles your heart? I hope you know you can talk to me on anything.
Mom, why did you tell me the truth about Sophie's parents? I'm just curious, why?
Oh, I see. You are back to this girl, son. Son, I told you she's not a potter. I hope you have confirmed it to be true. Because I know you don't trust your mom, especially when it comes to Sophie.
Mom, I wish you didn't tell me the truth about her.
I had to, son. I wasn't going to watch my son get married to a servant's daughter. Hell no. We are Frank Oliver and he gets married to a strong name and build more bonds.
Mom, I love Sophie regardless of her history or her background.
Do you think that Sophie would have anything to do with you? She stated you were born by a servant. I think you both know the answer, Frank.
Mom, I still love her and all that doesn't even matter to me.
You will never marry Sophie, son. Never. I won't let you make that mistake.
I came as soon as they told me you've been looking for me, Edward. Is everything okay with you, man?
Do I look like everything is okay, Austin? Just take a look at me.
I can see that you've been drinking. What happened?
Ariel happened. My mom. I can't find Ariel. She left the house, man, and took everything that belongs to her. I don't even know what to do.
What happened now? Did your mom find out on everything?
Yes, she did, Austin. And she went over to talk to her. Now I can't find Ariel.
She must be around downtown.
Yes, I know, but right now, I have no news on her whereabouts, Austin. I need you to help me look for her as well.
Who else is looking for her, Edward?
A friend of Diane is helping out. He stays in downtown and knows most places there, so he's on the look for her.
Do you trust Diane on this? I mean, what if she's working with your mom?
I don't think she's working with my mom on this. She just wants to help me out, man, and I've got to let her help me. I need all the help I can get, Austin.
I was just saying.
I had called you earlier, but your line was switched off. What were you doing then?
My cell phone battery ran out, that's why. But you've got nothing to worry about, Edward. I will help you find Ariel. I'm sure she's still around downtown.
That will mean a lot to me, Austin. Thank you for always being there for me.
Let me get to it already. I'll call you and let you know how it goes.
Sophie, baby, please, can you come outside? Please, my love.
Mommy, just go away. I want to be on my own.
Sophie, I'm going to open this door by myself and I'm going to come inside.
Mommy.
All I'm wanting to look at. It's been
I know you don't want to see anyone, but please, make sure you eat this food and drink a lot of water. I brought about 3 bottles of water. I'll bring more later.
Mommy, I'm not hungry. Just go with it.
Make sure you have something to eat, my love, and don't think too much.
Mommy, you can leave already, please. I want to be alone.
I will leave now, but I want you to know that you are loved, Sophie, and you are my first child, my Sophie Potter.
I'm Sophie Downtown, Mom. That's my real name.
You are Potter, Sophie, not a downtown.
I don't want to talk about this, Mom. Please close the door and lock it back on your way.
I love you, Sophie, and I hope you know where you come from doesn't define you. You define yourself and you have done really well.
everyone knows that.
You are Ariel, the lucky girl who is in love with Edward.
And who are you? How did you get inside the house?
Don't worry about that. I am not here to harm you, Ariel. I only came here to find you for Edward. He's been worried looking around for you.
I don't want to see him. Please don't call him.
Why shouldn't I? I mean, he wants to find you and he loves you with his whole heart.
You're from downtown, I guess. I know you know that people from the estates and downtown don't mix together, most especially with Edward, who is from a royal lineage.
Things can change this time around from you, Ariel. Don't you think so?
His mother would never agree to it. I know Edward loves me, but how long do we have to keep running away? For how long?
I have found her. I'll send the address to you.
You shouldn't have called him. I love him. I love him so much.
If I had money like Edward, I could run away from my lover. I would happily do this. You have an opportunity most of us don't have. Take it, Ariel.
You sound like you're in love with an estate lady. Who is she?
Sophie, what is this?
Mommy, I'm leaving the house.
Why will you do that, Sophie? Why will you want to leave us?
Isabel, this is the right thing to do now. I just need to be by myself, away from here.
Sophie, I know you are still shaken by this news, but you don't have to leave. I mean, where do you want to go?
Anywhere far away from here. I can't stay here in the estate. I'm sure almost everybody knows that I'm not a potter. I'm sure it's making the headlines of some papers.
That's not true, Sophie. No one knows about this, Sophie. And there is no news on any paper on you. There is nothing there, Sophie.
Mom, it's just a matter of time before the news goes out. I'm sure of it.
No one knows about this, and no one will know about it, Sophie. You don't need to run away, please, baby.
Mom, I can't stay here. I need to go and clear my head. I need to be by myself for now.
What about you and Frank?
Mom, Frank is the least person on my mind right now. I just want to be by myself.
Sophie, where will you go to? At least tell me so I will know.
Mom, I don't know. I haven't thought about it.
Will you go away from now? Like for a short while to Scotland to further your studies? Will you go there?
I don't have any interest in school as well. I just want to be on my own.
Sophie, you can possibly do this, please.
Sophie, you can't leave. You've got to stay, or you know what? I'll come with you. We can have the vacation we've always dreamed of, me and you.
Yes, you two can go for a vacation.
Mom, I think it's the best if I just be by myself for now. Please try to understand me. I know you both love me so much and you have done a lot for me, but for now, let me just go and clear my head, please.
Sophie, please don't leave the house. Don't go away. Where will you go to?
I need to go now, man. Elijah and Austin have called me and I need to go and meet her.
Meet her and then what, Edward? What next?
I don't know, man, but I'm not going to make any mistake this time around. I'm even telling my mom to her face that I'm leaving. I won't stay here.
Just be careful out there, man. You have to be careful with all of these decisions you are making.
I'm done being careful, Frank. All I want right now is to live here and go as far as I can from here.
Sophie hasn't spoken to me yet, Edward. She's still acting like she is, all locked up. And believe me, at this point when I say I don't even know what to do.
Give her time then. I'm sure she will come around soon.
How soon will she come around? And what if she doesn't? What if she doesn't even accept my proposal anymore? What am I going to do?
I don't know, man. I have to go now. I'll let you know how it all goes.
How were you able to find me here?
I asked around and I looked for you. I know where most downtowners go to when they don't want to be found.
Seems like you've lived for a long time here until you got lucky, I'll say.
I'm lucky. You're the most lucky one, Ariel, and I mean it. I mean, you've got a man who loves you with the whole of his heart, and it's from the estate.
I don't consider myself lucky, Austin. I mean, what's the luck there if we can't publicly declare our love for each other?
It's a gradual process. I mean, your man isn't hiding you. His mom knows about you already, unlike some who hide theirs to the very end.
You and your mysterious lover. Wouldn't you tell me something about her?
What can I tell you about her? I have nothing to tell, Ariel. All I know is that you shouldn't lose the man you have. Hold tightly onto him, and if you can live with him, leave.
His mom will never agree to this, Austin. She came to threaten me at home and she told me that this would be the last time and she meant it. No more warnings.
What do you think she will do, Ariel?
I don't know. She's wealthy and has influence. Where can I possibly be with Edward that I'll be at peace? Where, Austin?
If you're willing to fight for Edward as much as he fights for you, I'm sure you both will come out fine against whatever his mom is planning.
What if I die in the process, Austin? She threatened me.
Is that why you're no more interested in all this? Are you saying you're running from love because of a threat?
Why haven't you told me who your lover is, Austin? I mean, if you're not also scared of the fact that you two might not be together, tell me her name.
Ours is still new love, Ariel. New love takes time for it to grow, but it grows. Unlike yours and Edward, it's grown to a high level. Mine, I'm still trying to win her heart totally.
You're back, Elijah. How did it go?
It went well. I found Ariel, Edward's lover. She was hiding in the slums. Can you imagine? All she wanted to do was to run away from Miss Edward.
You found her, Elijah. This gives us all a hope of being together.
I know, and that was why I looked for her. I know that if she's with Edward, this reduces the chance of me being forced to get married.
I know. I just hope this time they are able to actualize their plan and leave the country to another place where they are free from the arms of his mom.
What happens then to you?
Hopefully I'll be free, because I will insist that I won't marry any other guy but Edward. This gives us the chance to be able to continue with our relationship, or maybe my Edward will pay me off with a lot of money.
Or you pretend to be in depression and then we slip away to another place.
I really hope it works out this time, Elijah.
I don't want to lose you, Diane. I love you so much.
Elijah, you know my feelings for you. You know exactly how I feel.
What if things don't work out as we hope for it to work? What are we going to do?
I'll be forced to marry Edward, and there is nothing I'll be able to do about that, because I have to always think of my siblings first.
We can run away, Diane. I'm sure, Edward will not have your siblings to suffer.
She will, Elijah. She won't even think twice about it. You don't know her. She's a woman to be feared. My hands has told me a lot about her.
I expected them to call you. I'm not disappointed.
Baby, you can't possibly think that running away will solve any of this.
I'm not trying to solve anything, Frank. I just want to be alone for now, Frank. Far away from here, far away from all of this that reminds me of the mistake my parents made.
What about us, Sophie? Our relationship?
There was no relationship between us from the start, Frank. We were just whining away time. I was wasting your time all along.
We both know you're lying.
Frank, believe whatever you want. You are Frank Oliver. And I know too well that Frank Oliver will not get married to Sophie downtown.
Downtown or no downtown, Sophie, I don't really care about all of that. I love you and I don't care about where you are from or where your parents are from.
I care about all of that, Frank. It matters to me. Everything matters to me.
I love you, Sophie. Please don't leave here, I beg you. Stay here with me, please, Sophie. I'm asking that you marry me.
Frank, why are you so dumb? I thought you'd be wiser than this. But you're just like every other man I've met, not knowing when to talk or to be quiet. Is this a good time to propose? Like, oh God.
Sophie.
My driver is here. It was nice knowing you, Frank. I wish you the best in life.
Sophie, please don't do this.
I thought I wasn't going to see you again. Do you know how I felt seeing that letter?
I had to do that, Edward. I think it's best if we just stay away from each other.
Why would we stay away from each other? Don't you love me, Ariel?
Your mother threatened me, Edward. I don't want anything bad to happen to me.
What bad thing can possibly happen to you, Ariel? My mom was just making empty threats. She won't do anything.
That wasn't what she sounded like, Edward.
Ariel, we're not going to be here. We are living together. We will live here, away from all my mother's threats.
Edward, I don't think this is a good idea.
Do you still love me, Ariel? Do you love me? Please answer me.
You know that I love you. I love you so much, but I am scared. Your mother has made it clear that she doesn't want me around you. She doesn't want us together.
But she won't stop us. She won't push us apart. We can't let her have her way.
Edward. I
can't imagine my life without you, Ariel. And I mean it this time. We are both living and we won't come back here until she accepts you. If we like, we won't even come back. We can stay where we are and build our family.
We have to come back here eventually.
We will talk about that. But first, we must live here.
When do we leave, Edward?
You have to stay here for now. But we'll leave here very soon, not tonight. Because I have some things to sort out at home first.
I hope you're not going home to make an issue with your mom.
I won't. I won't do anything to bring any form of harm to you. I'll be in my best behavior when I go home. So don't worry.
Frank, why are you so dumb? You're just like every other man I've met. What have I done? Sophie, why did you say that to him? How could you? Hello, Frank. Frank, I'm sorry I talked rudely to you back then. I'm just so angry. I'm angry at everybody. Frank, you and I had a good time together and I enjoyed every bit of it. But for now, I have to leave. I don't know when I'll be back. I'm not sure I'll even come back. Frank, my flight is about to take off soon. Someday in the future. I want you to know that what we shared was real and I really love you. I have to do this.
Where are you going to, son?
Mom, I need to go and stop Sophie from taking off in the plane.
Aren't you a little too late for that, son? I am sure the plane would have taken off.
What if she's still at the airport, Mom? I need to go now.
Son, you are just stressing yourself out over that lady. It's not like you can change her mind on leaving. She's a lady who makes up her mind on a thing and do it.
You are part of the reason why she's leaving, Mom. You are at fault here.
How am I at fault here, son? Was I wrong to tell you the truth about her? Was I? Or was I the one that went over to her and spilled the truth out?
Mom, you shouldn't have told me. You should have just let me have my way with her.
I told you the truth because I believed you will know the right thing to do. I didn't expect you to go out there and spill the truth to her.
Mom, I don't care about all of this.
I have been hearing some rumors around town, son.
Mom, I don't care about all of this. I need to go and get Sophie. I love her.
You are allowed to love her, son. I hope she also reciprocates your love by staying back in the estate with you. You can run after her all you like, son. I am sure you will never catch up with her. I am glad everything went as I predicted. Now nothing will be able to come between the Potters and the Olivers.
Why have you been quiet, Isabel? You've really said a word since we met.
I don't really have any words to say tonight. I'm just bothered on everything, Austin.
What is wrong, my love? What bothers my love?
My sister, Sophie, has left the estate. She has gone, Austin.
I don't understand you. What do you mean Sophie has gone? Has she gone to further her studies like you said she wanted to?
No, Austin, she left the house to somewhere else. We don't even have any idea on where she's gone to.
I don't understand what you're still saying, Isabel.
My sister is gone. She left Austin. Her numbers have been going through since she left.
You can trace her from the airport, right?
Mom already did that. The flight she took went to London, but we all know that London isn't a place for Sophie. She never liked London for once, Austin.
What happened at home, Isabel? What made her leave?
It's a secret. It's not something I can really tell you, Austin. I'm sorry.
Come on, Isabel. Tell me what made her leave. You know a problem shared is half solved.
There is no solution to this. Telling you won't change a thing.
That's true. More reason for you to tell me.
Are you ready to show me your face tonight? Show me what you look like, Austin.
You're changing the topic. Well, I'm sorry for what happened with your sister, but I'm sure she will come around. Although I don't know what has transpired between you two. I suggest that you give her a little time for now.
I've heard you, Austin. I know you're also asking for more time.
More time, Isabel. More time until I win your heart.
Hello, dear friend. How have you been?
I have been fine. How are you doing too? And how is the whole wedding stuff going?
I've been fine, but the wedding plans have been partly put on a hold.
Why is that? Is something wrong with Diane or Edward?
You won't believe this, but Edward was trying to trick me that he was interested in the whole marriage stuff, only for him to be planning to run away with his downtown lover.
Oh, are you referring to the one I told you that people have been talking about?
Yes, but trust me to not let my son do such a thing. I put him in his position, Celine. Now he's all calm.
Why do our sons like picking downtowners over their own kind?
My son will never marry a downtown. I would rather be dead than watch that happen.
Neither will my son, never.
I heard that Sophie Potter has left the country. How true is that?
That is true. She has gone to further her studies. That's the news.
What about her relationship with your son? I thought she was going to get married before leaving to further any of her studies.
She picked her studies over Frank, but there is no issue on that. Our sister Isabel is there and will be a fine replacement to her.
I've always loved Isabel. She's such a sweet lady with a smile to greet everyone.
Yes, she is. I also prefer her for my son.
I guess we are still having our bachelor's son's marriage this year.
Oh, we are, and soon we will have lots of grandchildren.
I've told Diana to make sure to give me lots of grandsons and granddaughters. I want like 5 grandchildren.
I also want like 4 grandchildren. I want the house to be full with children all around.
Why are they all sending me voice messages?
My darling Sophie, we haven't heard from you and it has been days now. I hope you are doing fine over there and everything is going well. I miss you. We all miss you. Where are you? And when are you coming back home? I hope you know that we love you. Mommy loves you and wants you home. Please respond to my message.
I miss you too, Mom.
Sophie, I miss you. When are you coming home? Do you know that everywhere is boring without you around? I have no one to talk to or share all that I'm going through. I want you back home. Please come back home, sister. I have so many things to tell you about my mysterious lover. He also asks of you and hopes to see you.
Isabella, my darling sister.
Sophie, you won't believe what happened today. Please call me. I have a lot of things to talk to you about. Sophie, when are you coming back home? Where are you? Send me the address so I can come over and see you. Mom says I can take a trip outside of the estate.
Hello, Sophie. I tried to not reach out to you, but I can't help myself. Please, where are you and when are you coming back? I miss you so much and all I do all day is think about you, your beautiful smile and the moments we've...
I've had just enough. I need to take my bath and start my day. I can't let all of this affect me here. That's my past life and this is me in the present. Not to ruin my day.
She didn't even reply my message and she read it. She also heard my voice notes. What's wrong with her? How can she be doing this to me? Why can't she just give me one reply? Mom, I told you I didn't want to be disturbed.
For how long do you not want to be disturbed, son? Yesterday you said you didn't want to be disturbed. And today as well, you have got to go to the office.
I'm not in the right state of mind to go to the office, Mom. I just want to be left alone. Why can't you just do that for me? Please, at least for now.
You have a visitor, Frank. You can decide to chase her away or not.
Who is here, Mom? Is it Sophie?
Good evening, Frank.
Isabel, I'm sorry for how I sounded. I'm not just in the mood for anything.
I'm also not in the mood for anything since Sophie left. Everything just seems different, even around the house. Now I kind of feel what it's like to be an only child.
Everywhere is quiet and your phone is your only company.
My phone isn't even my company. I don't like being at home now. I prefer staying outside the house so I don't miss her too much. But even then, everything still reminds me of her.
I know it mustn't be easy for you over at home, Isabel. What of Mom?
She's trying to be fine, Frank. She buries herself on things that takes her time and moves her mind away from Sophie.
Have you heard anything from her yet?
She hasn't called yet or replied to any of our messages. What about you, has she?
I think she has blocked me from chatting her because all of my messages no longer get delivered.
She would unblock you eventually.
Please come and sit down. What do I ask them to prepare for you in the kitchen?
Nothing really.
I asked my Clara to make you something special. There's this stuff we used to eat when we were younger. I don't know if you still remember it. It's made with lot of honey at the back.
I remember it. Ma Clara always packed us extras to take home. I love it.
I'll be right back.
Morning still sleep.